Right, now getting towards the good stuff, and towards the end of this build, restoration, if you like to call it. Yeah, so got a nice chrome and silver tank there. Two new petcocks. I think that's a fuel cap in there. Should be a little pipe somewhere as well, somewhere amongst this lot. Yeah, there's a fuel cap. Badges. I've got a couple of new rubbers to go on, and that's a strap that goes under the tank to stop it spreading. So I think the first thing is going to be get the taps in, and yeah, go from there. Yeah, you can tell these are made in India because the threads are absolutely awful. They're just not finished off. Just shred that to bits while you try and get that in there. They just don't seem to remove any burrs or anything. Which means I'll have to flush these tanks out, or this tank out, before I use it. Better. Just take that out before I go too far with it, and check it. Feel that way. We'll put some PTFE on these before I put them in properly, but we'll make sure the threads are okay first. This one gets too far and gets really tight. Try that with a bit of PTFE on it. Let's see how that goes. Just get the camera out of the way first. Right, there's both those taps on there. Threads are so loose. Put so much PTFE on there. I should be very surprised if they actually seal up. Might have to get some heavy duty PTFE, but to try it, don't really know. So what's next? Cap, I would think. Or the little breather pipe that goes on the top. Yeah, so we've got this pipe which goes on there. Not sure which way round, I suppose that really matters. There's a little banjo bolt goes with that. That way round, I don't know. Right. Again, another thread which is not that great. I don't seem to clean anything up or take the burrs off. Right, I'm going to go at that. Right, I think that's it. So that is sitting a little bit high, a little bit out of shape. That should be more down there, and around there a bit. Something like that. Right, cap. So that is just held on with a split pin. Around that go, so screw it that way. Quite how that work. Yeah, does it just push in? There's rim in there, is there? No? That should be screwed out before that goes on. Let's try. Does it just push off? Can't see what's going to hold that on. There's no ridge in here. Rubber washer there. get how that works at all. Spring loaded. So that needs to loosen off a bit. I think this is too much tension on it to go on properly. I think that needs undoing a bit. So that doesn't seem a very good fit either. Yeah. Poor fit. It's almost like this bit is too big for here. Yeah, it is. Right, I'll have to get a different one of them, because that doesn't seem to want to fit. Yeah, so just had to do a bit of fettling on this tank cap. This disc here wasn't going in there at all, so obviously it wasn't pushed down enough to close it. So I just squeezed it up a little bit in the vise, and so that will now drop into that hole. So I'll put this all back together. Oh, there go the soft jaws. Yeah, so these are all the parts that are inside that thing. So I'll get that all back together, and hopefully it'll work properly. Which way there around that spring was now. I think that must have been because these hook in here, those bits hook around the end, so that goes that way. Right, so that goes on there. This has got two flats on it, two flats on there. And before that was tightened down so far on this nut that this wasn't even turning at all, so it hadn't been put together very well, and this also wasn't the right size, or either that or the filler cap filler hole was too small. Right, so That goes on here. There's a little hole somewhere. There. That's one too far, so I'll go back a turn. Try there. Suppose I could put a new one in. Right, yeah, see that before wasn't turning, that was jammed there. Right, so let's fit it on and see if it works. Right, so shuts up. That's tightening down. Still a little bit tight opening up, but I think it starts to be one-ended. But I think once it starts to bed in a little bit, that'll be okay. If not, all I have to do is just file a little bit off this edge. Yeah, at least it is closing now, which is more than it was before. Yeah, and I've just got to bend this round. But yeah, that's that fixed. So even new parts you have to fettle these days. Right, so tank is all on. This tap here managed to seal this up okay with I've got a couple of fibre washers on there and PTFE. However, the other side just won't seal. I've had several attempts with PTFE on that, and it's still, if that come across, you can still see how it's weeping. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's coming from the top or there. That seems to be, it's such a small amount, but it's a leak, you know, I don't really want. Yeah, so I've just ordered dirty washer to go on there. Hopefully that will cure it, and maybe some more PTFE on this top one just in case, on the brass one. But yeah, it's on anyway, and a little bit of pipe added there. Shed now stinks of petrol. That's the only thing.